We're not just like,
Oh, hey, it's us.
yeah.
Oh, hey, hey, it's us. Oh, hey, it's us.
Hey.
I'm still learning to look at the camera.
And I'm still learning to say hey in a natural sounding way.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Welcome back. As a reminder, I'm Matthew.
I am Naomi, and we are currently making videos that explain some of the context for this channel.
The experience of we.
That's the name of the channel.
That's the name. The experience of we. I'm saying that slowly for a couple of reasons. One, and this isn't the context that we're going to be talking about in this video, but
This is context for the context.
this is context for the context. The higher level context is that these context videos are in part to give you crucial information about why and how we're running this channel, I guess you could say, and also their practice for the videos that we're going to be making. And so we're trying to find our footing doing videos. And after watching our previous video, we realized that we were speaking too fast.
Yeah, we have a lot of energy being here with you right now. And a lot of sort of nervous energy.
Nervous energy was exactly.
We'll be saying that a little bit more about that later. But yeah, for this video, we wanted to practice slowing down. And I think for me, the challenge is that when we start having fun, I start upregulating.
Yeah.
I start getting faster. And so having fun, but slowly.
Yeah, slow fun.
Slow fun.
Slow
That's
fun.
the name of the game.
And so one of the aspects of this channel that we're going to be talking about in some future video when we get there is shared accountability. And so Naomi and I are hereby setting the intention to slow down, to control our nervous energy, to redirect it to slowing down. And so we might be reminding each other at times when one of us notices the other one is a little too fast. We're going to remind each other.
Yeah, we might do it verbally. We might just be like, yeah.
And so we're going to role model shared accountability on things as we go. And this is the first thing, which is slowing down. And we also invite you, the viewer or viewers, we hope, to participate in the shared accountability with us. And so I would say, Naomi, if they notice we're speaking too fast, they could leave a comment. And I'm signaling you to take over. They can leave a comment.
Yeah, you'd be welcome to leave a comment if you notice that we're going too fast, by which I mean upregulating. If you notice that your body feels uncalm with us, that would be a sign.
Yeah, so we're gonna slow it down. And so what's the context for this video, Naomi?
Yeah, so the context that we are introducing in this video is that this may or may not come as a surprise to you. You are also creating a relationship with us.
Yeah.
We're not, like we said in our last video, that we're intentionally building a relationship with you. And that's true. And also, you are, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, creating that relationship with us.
Yeah. However you participate with this channel is going to influence the flow of our lives. And as I think about that, that's a kind of profound and vulnerable experience.
Yeah, it really is. Like in my own experience of watching videos on YouTube, I have a general sense of the creators needing to devote a lot of their energy to this, and a general sense of like metrics matter, likes and views and clicks. And I don't know all the metrics. I'm probably going to learn some of them.
Yeah.
But like the actual experience of like, this person just vulnerably shared themselves with me is not something I think about a lot. So yeah, it's a profound experience to be like, oh man, the way that you receive us, the way that you orient to us, the story that you have about what we're doing, whether consciously or unconsciously, all of that impacts the way that we experience this this arc, I guess, and our future going forward. And as I say that, I also want to say, like, as we make that explicit, we want to also affirm that as the people building a relationship with us, even just for watching, if you're watching just this one video, we want you to do what's authentic. We want you to engage as much as you want. We want you to not engage as much as you want.
Yeah.
And it's also true that the way that you engage and the amount that you engage, and yeah, all of it will really impact our lives going forward.
Yeah, like we hope to do this for years and years. We really do. We actually have a planned multi-year arc already that we want to take you on.
We have a lot to share.
We have constructed, something that could go on for a while. And if you, the viewer or viewers, it doesn't resonate, if you don't resonate with what we want to share, then we'll have to stop and do something else. And so there's this way in which you're going to influence what we do with the rest of our lives. And that's, to us, that's both beautiful and humbling. And we're also aware of the dangers of it. One thing that I think we've both noticed on Instagram and YouTube and other social media is the way that the all creators, I think in general, go through this, and especially the big ones. They slowly get who they are gets reshaped around how their audience receives them.
Yeah, around the topics that the algorithms encourage based on how their audience receives them, on the likes and comments. And one thing that we've noticed with a lot of people who are in a position like that is that they inadvertently, or somewhat vertently,
Vertently, yeah.
Become what their viewers want to see, what their viewers want to disagree with, what their viewers want to feel inflamed by, what their viewers want to just like be calmed and soothed by. And so, yeah, this is a very co-creative project. And by bringing that into our like shared awareness, it can happen more intentionally.
Yeah, because as Naomi, and I'm remembering to slow down. Naomi and I have spent a long time preparing to do this, constructing how we're going to do this and what we want to do. And as we were observing, we watched a lot of other creators and how the act of creation changed them. The one that's popping to my mind, I don't think this is as fresh for you, Naomi, was the way that Jordan Peterson.
That was literally who I was thinking
of. Is that who you're thinking of? Okay. Yeah. So whether you like or dislike Jordan Peterson, he's an interesting person to watch. He is, like, honestly, whether you love or hate Jordan Peterson or you're somewhere in the messy middle, he's a fascinating character to watch. And if you've observed his arc over time, and I really did observe his arc over time, the word that's coming up is like he warped in the direction of the audience that paid him in attention and earned money. He became more and more what his strongest audience wanted him to be. And became this, and that's why he became this polarizing figure, because as he swung towards one audience, pleasing one audience, the audience on the other side disliked him more and more.
Which is actually good for viewership too.
Yeah. Being a polarizing figure is really good for viewership.
It's very good for viewership. And this is something that we see really starkly in social media content creators and all sorts of public figures, but it's also a thing that happens in Remember to Slow Down.
Slow down.
It's also a thing that happens in day-to-day relationships, being pulled towards what our companions want us to be, being repulsed by our boundary energy towards it. And the challenge, both in our day-to-day relationships and as we set out forming this relationship with you, is that we genuinely want to resonate with you. We want what we have to say to be presented in a way that it can resonate with you. And also, we don't want to be so pulled to seek that resonance that we warp our message in the process.
Yeah.
This is something that's been really alive for us as we've been contemplating doing this.
Yeah. We don't want it to warp our message, and we also don't want our message to warp you.
Yes.
We don't want, like, so we're obviously very early in this, and we haven't even posted these videos yet. So you're still this sort of like quantum viewer. Maybe you're in that box. Maybe you're not in that box. We don't know yet. But we also know that they're in the same way that a creator can warp in the direction of their audience. The audience sometimes warps in the direction of the character or the creator, I guess you could say. They start taking on more and more of the content creator's perspective, and we want to, I guess both the previous video and this video where we're naming that we're now, if you are participating, we're now creating a relationship with you, which is the same as co-creating you. And if you are creating a relationship with us, you are co-creating us. And so now if you are participating in this channel, we're now in an experience of mutual influence.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't necessarily go into like coming to like a social media content creator. You don't think, oh, this person is now shaping my worldview and the way I feel about myself and the way that I feel about the world. And oh, my like, if you're part of a mountain of likes, or if you're not liking it, then you're actually dictating the flow that creator is going to follow. And so we are aware of that, and we want to name it because we have responsibility and you have responsibility. And we just want that to be known as we go into this.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you basically covered it.
Yeah, I know, but also I feel like I talked more than you.
Oh,
and
man.
So can you just like, I just, another.
Okay, I'll say this.
Okay, yeah.
So that then I talk more. So we'll tell you more about this later. Matthew and I are on a long growth arc with my expressing in words, basically. A long trauma healing arc. Stay tuned. And as a part of that, we really want to make sure that I am speaking as much as Matthew, both in terms of my own trauma recovery and empowerment, and also in terms of this is a time when the feminine voice needs to be at least as loud as the masculine voice.
Yeah, so we feel really strongly about that, so strongly that I interrupted the feminine voice to ask her to restate that more slowly and more fully.
Yeah. We believe that this is a time when, as a collective, the voice of the feminine needs to be very heard. The voice of the feminine needs to be integrated into the way that we do everything. whether we think of it in terms of um, how inhospitable our current civilizational model is to recreating life, which is a connection that the feminine uniquely has. Or if we think about it in terms of we are a species out of alignment with the natural cycles of Mother Earth, her cycle of reproduction, of recreation. We are currently in a place as a species where we need to bring these feminine principles and the vocal expression of that back into the fore of our conversations, back into integration with how we be and how we perceive. And that's one of the big arcs that Matthew and I are on. That's the depth of it. It's a very multifaceted and deep arc that we're on with that, and that we want to go on with you. And so we'll be talking about this for years to come.
We hope, as long as you watch us, which kind of brings us full circle.
Yeah.
That was great, by the
Oh,
way. That's
Maj.
great. It brings us.
Sometimes I say Maj. We'll also be telling you about that.
Yeah, we'll be exploring hermages another time, as well as other expressions. And so, bringing this full circle, we have a lot that we want to share, and that will only happen if we resonate with you, and if you basically ask and invite it. If you want to hear more about what we think and feel and have to say, and if you want to share more of what you think and feel and have to say, we would just ask that you participate in whatever way feels good to you. And hopefully we can keep co-creating this relationship together for years to come.
Yeah.
And so once again, we appreciate you going on this journey with us.
And we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.